Is your mic pointed in the right direction? I don't think it's facing the right direction because I see blue pointing at me. I think you need to turn it. No, you need to turn your mic around. You need to see the mute button facing you. Wait, now talk?
Hello?
Oh my God, it's so much better.
Great. Well, guess who gets to fix that in post?
Well, luckily I did the brief, so it's only...
The banter?
I think I did a lot of the banter too. I'm really hogging this show.
No, you're not. I'm always hogging. You go hog. Go whole hog.
1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters in law.
We started with Suits and then began scheming.
If you love TV, check out what's streaming.
It's only show fans. Only show fans. It's only show fans. Only show fans.
This is improvised, but thought about. Okay?
Okay.
Watching a TV show about the magic of movie making was indeed equally magical, if not as stressful as making a movie. Specifically, episode 2 of the show The Studio had me pacing around my living room, yelling at the screen as the main character, studio head Matt, played by Seth Rogen, made choice after choice after choice that completely infuriated me. If you love Curb Your Enthusiasm for the awkwardness and the moments that stress you out with human reactions or human interactions, The Studio is that times 10,000. I loved every bit of it. I consumed it like popcorn in a basket at the movie theater. Give me more. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
Anyways, Studio. Whew. Woo-wee woo. Loved it. I'm so glad that we did this podcast on The Studio. What a great show.
I thought it was so fun. It was also a very different energy than Pluribus. It moves fast. Episodes are shorter.
Yes.
I have a lot to say about this show because I did watch it twice because I watched it for the first time several months ago, I think on like a long haul flight. So it's very possible I was dozing in and out of my Dramamine coma. And I needed to see it like completely all the way through for our job, of course.
Right. Streaming it, like binging it.
Okay. Let's take turns talking about our, like, each say our 3 favorite things about the studio.
Okay, great.
Okay? You go first.
I do one, then you do one.
Yeah, you go first. Yeah, we'll go back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of like drafting people for a kickball team, which actually is a little bit of PTSD because I was never chosen.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. They didn't need a dancer.
Would you like to go first? Would you like to be
No.
drafted first?
No, my name is Amanda Austin. I always go first. I want somebody else to go first.
Okay, great. I love how all of the executives in this studio are so intense in a way that is so unique to entertainment and the entertainment industry. How they go like to a 100, like, yes, this is the best idea in the entire world. We're gonna fucking kill it. To like, what do you mean? What do you mean you tried to get a movie about Kool-Aid about Jonestown? You're an idiot. You're going to tank the whole studio. Like, they just go from, like, 100 to negative 100 in a split second. And they love each other. And they've got each other's back. But, like, they also are so intense in, like, a very ADHD performer, comedian, like, just, like, that kind of world. You know, and I love it. And the juxtaposition of that against the medical world when he's dating the doctor for that one episode was so great.
Yes, I love everything you just said. And I love that they really drive home that intensity of like 0 to hero back and forth all of the time with pretty much a constant score to every single episode.
Yes.
That's not something we see in TV where almost the entire episode has score. That's for people that are not in the business. That would be like music underneath. It is so well done. It kind of has a Ocean's 11 Catch Me If You Can vibe to the score. And I just thought it really drives home the point, and it brings all of that up even more, like that intensity up. And I don't want to tell you what one of my other favorite things is, but it really aligns with the art direction of the entire show. I mean,
the color grading is so good.
Pissed.
The other
Oh my
thing
God. Okay,
about a
that's-
score versus like a soundtrack is if you're editing a show to a song that's fixed, that influences how you make the cut. But the score is music that's written after the fact to drive home the drama. And that's what makes it also so different, because there's like, it's not like this song exists and this is being edited around like that emotion. It's the emotion comes first, and then the music just heightens everything. It's so good. Like a movie.
And I haven't looked up. It's really wonderful.
It's like a bunch of 30-minute movies about making a movie. And it's actually a TV show. What? Mind blown.
I know.
Okay, my other thing that I love is Seth Rogen's character is the head of the studio. He is like chief number one. And he is also so insecure and does not want to make any of the big boss decisions or make anyone mad at him. He thinks he's actually an artist who makes movies. And it's like, no, dude, you're the executive.
Yeah.
You should not be having creative input. You just need to make sure that like you have the hard conversations with people to make a hit and make money.
Right.
I love how insecure
I love that.
he is.
I love how insecure he is. And speaking of Seth Rogen and casting in general, I have 2 words for you. Well, I have 4. I think we first know the first 2 are Catherine O'Hara. Okay? My other 2 words are Brian Cranston.
Oh my God.
Can you... I just got chills when I said his name, not because of the way it sounds when I say his name. Let me be clear.
Brian
Cranston. Oh, listen to the way Brian Cranston just rolls off of Amanda's mouth. Brian Cranston. Hire me to do Brian Cranston's. Yeah, chills. Brian Cranston is, forever a fan of Brian Cranston, but
Wait, say his name one more time. I just like...
Brian Cranston.
Oh,
Brian Cranston. Do you have chills?
my
Do you have
God.
chills? Did I give you chills, or did Brian Cranston give you chills? It's a little bit of both.
Both and.
Brian Cranston is so incredible in this show. The Hollywood party and all of the mushrooms. And then the last scene with the presentation when he comes, he's so good. I had to pause. I had to pause when I was watching it to be like, how are you this good at your job? Truly, there are some people out there as actors, and some might say that about podcasters like us, that you're just like, how are you that good at your job? Brian Cranston, how are you that good at your job? I can't stop thinking about his role in this show above anybody else, I think. And I think they all are cast. Catherine Hahn, oh my gosh, they're all so wonderful. But Brian Cranston's role is just
perfect.
How do you even direct that? How do you, I wonder what the note is for him to be able to come up with this and bring that character to life in such a way. I think about it. That character is going to live rent free in my head for at least.
I love that he also is he's actually 85, his character
82.
or whatever, 82. Yeah. So great. I don't know if a director even gives Brian Cranston any notes. I think he
do you think he pulled that straight off the paper?
I think he looked at the script and he said, I know exactly who this man is. And he created it. I wouldn't be surprised if he added some flair.
I want to invite him to dinner. He's now moved up on my list of if you could invite 4 people to dinner or something, or a dinner party. Brian Cranston, I think, after all of his performances, maybe after this one, has made me realize, why isn't he on my list?
If you invite him to dinner, make sure you give everyone some shawls, because they're going to have the chills.
From Brian Cranston.
Okay, another
Do
thing
you
I
agree?
love.
Do you
Oh
agree?
yeah. Oh yeah. I honestly feel like every single character in this show
Couldn't have been
plays
cast
it
better.
so well.
Yes.
It's so tight, and that's kind of the third thing I love is just how tight everything is. It's like every
Mm-hmm.
single thing that happens has a purpose, and it's almost like every line of dialogue moves things in a way, and it also happens
Chekhov's
so
gun,
quickly. Yes,
which we talked
yes,
about last time.
it's Chekhov's gun just going off constantly. And it's
Yeah.
also like the way that it's shot is very cinematic. It's not like The Office, and it's also not like Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, it's not like a typical TV show. It's just shot in like a really interesting, flowing, following these characters way that I just love. Like, you feel like you're in their head and you're in this moment, and the intensity is great.
Yes, I love this. And every moment matters in this show because it is truly people who care about making really great TV, about somebody who makes really good movies, about people who think they're good about making movies. And the attention to detail and like the true craftsmanship, I mean, of putting this whole show together is, I'm like, good for you, Seth Rogen, because I'm just thinking about Seth Rogen from like Super Bad Day, like that's what
Freaks
like
and
you're,
Geeks.
yeah, right. So like there's this older Seth Rogen, and now we have this one, and I'm not saying one is better than the other. I just think it's really cool to think about like his progression and growth in this industry, and that he is the co-creator and writer and director and all of that. I mean, this is him and Evan Goldberg. That's not my third thing.
What's your
My third thing is the art direction. I love that it has such a cool, I think we all know by now, I love a mid-century modern, but it has such a really cool aesthetic that is got this like 70s Hollywood vibe happening in this moment right now with all of the best movie stars I would say if we're going to do four things, it's look at the people, all of the people that show up in this show.
Yeah.
They get to be in this show.
It's like what Suits LA was trying to do, but done well.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they have these actors coming in and playing themselves in this world, but it just makes more sense where they are in this world, and it's more
Yeah.
interesting, and it's them doing what they actually do.
Yeah, they're playing themselves. They're doing like, yes.
Okay, I think we should go into some depositions.
Okay.
My first deposition, because episode 2 legitimately had my blood pressure through the roof. Seth Rogen's character is there on set, even though no one wants him on set. They have like 2 takes to get the perfect shot at magic hour, which is when the sun's setting. Like, they have to do it quickly. It's this incredible continuous shot through the whole
The oner.
set.
It's called the
like,
oner.
yeah, the oner. No edits, no cuts. And Seth Rogen wants to be there to witness it because he loves movies, but no one wants him there because he's the head of the studio and everyone's going to be sucking up to him, and then he like wants coffee and d. Let's pretend you are the director on that set. You need $800,000 to get a Rolling Stones song, whatever. How are you handling Seth Rogen's character on set?
I honestly think she handled it really well. I think
I
she
do
had
too.
a good balance of trying to be respectful of the fact that he does have the purse strings, but also honoring everybody else's time and effort there. And I think the only thing I might have done differently is to say, hey, if you care this much about movies, you'll sit down and shut up and let us do our job.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have been right out of the gate. It would have been
Right.
after he is using the bathroom that is on the set and walks out and starts talking to like
In the middle of the shot.
in the middle of the shot about
And he's wearing wardrobe.
and he's wearing wardrobe. I mean, it wouldn't have been like when he walked in. I would have been like, oh great, Matt Remick's here, but let's keep it going, but also be respectful. But after a couple of those stunts, because here's the thing, they're looking to the director for leadership there as well. And if everybody sees that the director's going to let this like slide, and it's going to be hard to get those people to come work with you again, and you have to be the bad guy in that situation. I know that the executive is there to be the bad guy, but like as the director, where is your leadership? So I thought she did great. I just would have probably even been. It would have
Firmer.
been, Yeah, just because knowing he loves movies, his character loves movies so much, be like, hey, if you love movies and you know how important this is, you can be here. This is obviously you're paying for it. I need you to sit down and shut up and stay in that room because your presence is distracting to people and because you're the studio head. It's like when somebody thinks, I thought this for many years, and when I owned a company, I thought, oh, they're all still my friend. And it's not that we weren't friends and we weren't friendly. You're still the boss. And so he's
Right.
still the head of the studio. And it doesn't matter if he's coming in there thinking, I'm cool, I love movies, they know that I love movies, and I'm a movie man, I'm not a bean counter. It doesn't matter if that's what he thinks. That's not how they're
Right.
experiencing him. They experience him as the actual head of the studio.
Exactly.
So,
And I
that's
feel
my
like
very
people
long
kept
answer.
trying to like get him to understand that, but he just could not even hear it. Like Patty, who's
'Cause
Catherine
he's so
O'Hara's
insecure.
character, is like, hey, they're just sucking up to you because you're the exec. And he's like, no, she like really likes my ideas. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so many people that you're like, read between the lines. You are such an idiot. And it made me so stressed. I was I was sweating. I was sweating as he ruined this take. And there's so many people on set and like the restraints of it. Like it has to get done tonight because the actress is flying. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is such like you could feel everyone being mad at him and him just completely oblivious to it. And it made me so anxious. The rest of the episodes I
Okay.
could handle. This one in particular was like, for some reason, I couldn't handle it.
The oneer will do it to you. The other episode that had me kind of like, ugh, was the Hollywood party and just
When he-
everybody being on the mushrooms, on all of the mushrooms. Okay.
Because he
Is that what we
got
call them?
mushrooms from Dave Franco, right? His mushroom lady, and he thought it was way less mushrooms,
Yes.
like the potency.
And it was
So he put them out in
clear
a
when that
bowl.
handoff was happening. I mean, they set that up big time. It's also interesting that he didn't clarify that. I would have Googled it. I would have just been like, what do I have here? Right? Because and also they weren't labeled. That's super weird to not like to say it's an old Hollywood buffet. I wouldn't know. I mean, obviously we don't know about drugs. We know what a dime bag of weed is.
You have to put a sign out that says these are magic mushroom chocolates, or
Yes.
these are drugs, drug alert.
Drug alert here. Yeah. Oh god. Drug alert. Yeah, how would you have
Zoe
handled it?
Kravitz. How would
you
I handle
that?
it? After
the
I
one-up?
realized that I'd just accidentally given everyone at the party who's important for my presentation the next day an insane amount of mushrooms that's going to cause them to be tripping throughout the entire presentation, I would probably handle it the exact same way they did, which is not well.
Lean in.
Not well enough.
Not well. Not well. I mean, they pulled it off when Brian Cranston
Fucking chills.
comes in from like the ceiling and falls to, I mean, also I think my favorite part is when they gave him cocaine to wake him up and he was like, "Whoa!" and it's just like running around in that Speedo and it's just like, "Wah!" Like Zoe
so
Kravitz
good.
was also exceptional. She was so good.
I loved how the two actors, is it Dave Franco, right?
Yeah.
Dave Franco and Zoe Kravitz are like really messed up, like super messed up on all these drugs and shrooms by accident for Zoe Kravitz. And they have to get out and like give a presentation and read off the teleprompter. But because they are so professional and so talented, even though backstage they're like, they literally walk out in character, deliver the line perfectly, and then go back. So you almost think like this is going to go off without a hitch because people are buying it. They're eating it up. They're so good. And then Brian Cranston is supposed to deliver the head of the studio, like the head of everything. And then it just, he
Falls
falls.
from the ceiling.
And then he just goes, movies.
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 I though do believe in both you and I that if we were in that same situation, hopefully we were not ever in that same situation. But there have been times where I'm like, there's no way I'm going to pull this off. It's usually like if I have to give a speech or do a presentation or something and I'm sick and you're just not feeling well. And then you just muster it up, and then you walk out there and you're a different person for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes or whatever. And then you come off stage, you're like, I'm going to literally collapse. But
Yeah.
people don't know it. I have done that
Yeah.
for sure. And I know I can do it. I don't want to. I know that you can do that too.
I think
And
I
I've seen
could pull
Kyle
it
do
off
it
to
too.
like the 5 minutes on stage. Like I could go out there and do like the 5-minute presentation. But I think how would I handle corralling everyone else who needs to be in the presentation and trying to figure out like, wait, do we need to pivot, and the stakes of it because their studio is about to be sold to Amazon if things go awry. Like I don't think I would handle that well at all. I think that was a very realistic portrayal. I think I'd be like, I mean, I guess they handled it as well as they could because it all went off.
Catherine
without-
Hahn. Catherine Hahn was running the show. And what was interesting about that, she had time to do her hair. She
Well,
was
she
super
wasn't-
high.
she didn't do
She
any
had her
trims.
hair. She had her hair. She
Oh,
did.
Catherine Hahn. Yeah.
Catherine Hahn. Catherine
Is
Hahn.
it Catherine Hahn? Her name's Catherine too? They're all Catherines? Catherine O'Hara?
Catherine Hahn is Kathryn.
Oh my gosh,
Right?
different Catherine.
Isn't that right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Catherine with
Yeah.
a Y.
And Catherine
She's
O'Hara is
great, head of marketing.
CAT. Yeah. Catherine Hahn is wonderful and is a treasure, I think, in the industry. And she had time to do her hair because she had it up in like braids and everything. And she's like, this is why I'm so high. And then she comes out and it's been completely straightened and long and like shiny like a Pantene commercial when she's got that walkie-talkie trying to corral everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I loved, you know what other bit I loved? Actually, let me ask you this as a depo. You get to thank 5 people when you win the Golden Globes. And it's not Sal Saperstein, okay?
I was just going to say Sal Saperstein.
Who are you thanking?
Well, for context around this depo, Sal Saperstein is another exec, and Seth Rogen's character is at the Golden Globes. His movie with Zoe Kravitz is going to win, and he's told his mom he will be thanked in the speech. So she has like this whole watch party because you always thank the studio exec. Guess who is not going to get thanked in the speech is Seth Rogen's character, but guess who gets thanked in every single speech is Sal Saperstein because he let the guy from Severance, what's his name?
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
I don't know
sleep
his
on-
character on this. Yeah, but it's Adam
Yeah,
Scott.
but Adam Scott sleep on his couch when he first moved to Hollywood, so he gets thanked by Adam Scott and then becomes a bit. And everyone at the Golden Globes thanks Sal Silverstein, or is it Silverstein?
Saperstein.
Sal Saperstein. Everyone thanks him, person after person after person. It's so funny.
It's a wonderful, wonderful bit. And he becomes a meme and like the real winner of, you know, the Golden Globes and everything. So thank you so much for setting that up before I asked that depo blind.
No, sorry. I just wanted to the
we
context
needed it.
of that.
No, we needed the context. So then my depo to you would be,
Who am I thanking?
you get to thank 5 people.
Well, Amanda Austin, who I share the stage with for accepting our Golden Globe for Only Show fans. Thank you for doing this podcast with me. I'll thank, I only have 4 others left, so I guess I should thank Kyle, the kids, our studio exec, and God. Thank you.
Okay. What about your parents?
Everyone's got to thank the big guy. Huh?
Okay. You want to thank your
No,
parents?
I didn't think. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't have room, Amanda.
Okay.
I didn't have
only give you
room.
5. That's fair.
Who are you thanking?
I think I'm thinking for sure Maggie and my brother and my parents. That's one. I'm lumping them into one though.
Yeah.
it's
The
3.
listeners. I should thank the listeners.
Yeah, so I'm gonna lump my brother and my parents into one. So that's my family. I'm gonna say Maggie and my family. Okay, that's 2. The listeners, our studio exec / manager, whoever that is, and Brian Cranston.
Chills. Chills. Literal chills.
Literal chills. For
And then they pan to him, and then we're forever tied to him forever. Chills.
just showing me what's possible. Brian Cranston, every time you were on stage or on the screen, you show me what's possible. This was so next level. I just was delighted. I was watching this in bed because Whiskey, your nephew, my son, has been a little angsty lately, so it's better if we just watch TV in bed sometimes. And what a treat.
It's such a treat.
What a treat. They have a season 2 coming out, and there's something that we haven't done in a bit with season 2.
Predictions.
Is to think about what would happen, because they probably have a whole train station there on the lot for Prediction Town.
They
we
probably
don't
do.
have to do imaginary. We probably get on like a real train and head on down to Prediction Town.
Well, let's
Maggie?
do it.
Is there anything else you want to talk about this show?
Mm,
Oh, I have a question. Well, I guess it's a depo,
Yeah.
but more of just like, it's not. Do you think that the Oner was actually shot as a Oner?
oh, in the show? Mm-hmm. I don't know that I was actually paying that much attention to it because I think they were cutting back to them reacting to her. I don't think it was because they're cutting back to the director.
But when they did it all the way through, and also, do you think it was
Oh.
outside, or do you think it was in a studio?
I don't know.
Because the light was really great.
The light was so great. I don't know. I guess I didn't spend it in movie magic. Was it? Do you know the answer?
I don't. I was talking with this, our friends Carolyn and Sean. We were on a call the other day, and we were talking about the studio, and then Sean's like, "Well, it could have been this." He was like, "Or it could have just been like they, shot it multiple times with the same light, but you don't know you're gonna get the same light twice, right?" So
Yeah.
I don't know the
Yeah.
answer. So if any of our listeners know, chime in.
Yeah, for sure.
Brian
I do want to
Cranston,
say
if you
one
know
other
the answer.
thing. Yeah, Brian Cranston. I do one other thing. I thought it was interesting. So he's dating this doctor, this pediatric oncologist, and he goes to this gala with her. And he's around a bunch of doctors who don't even watch movies. They all love TV, which I appreciate because obviously we love TV. But they're like, yeah, I mean, your job's not really as important as being a doctor. And my depo for you is, who do you think was right? Do you think Seth Rogen saying that movies and the arts are just as important as medical training?
Laughter is the best medicine. Which is what we're doing for you all every single week.
We have an MD in comedy.
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 And I have an
I
MD
think-
comedy.
I think that they are equally important in different ways. Now, if I trip and fall on the sidewalk later today and I cut my knee open and I sprain my ankle, I'm probably not going to go to Alamo Draft House to feel better. I will probably go to like an urgent care or something like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's also like the time and place, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that, they
both
try and make
equally
it silly. Like he's so stressed about this diarrhea zombie movie. And they
Of course,
try
they
to make
picked
it.
the dumbest thing to be stressed.
Right. And I was like, but this is stressful because millions and millions of people are going to see this trailer,
And a lot of money is going in and out of this studio for the,
a lot of people will get work and jobs. And then, it is important where the diarrhea is. It is important.
It is, because it's also, I think you hit the nail on the head there very casually, that people make their money in this business. And so their livelihoods are like very much impacted by it. So to say that it's not important is saying, well, like somebody having a job and money for insurance so they can come see you and you can still, charge us our deductible. But also like there's a big benefit to having a job, right? And to having enough money to live and to be able to survive. And so like that's actually important to be able to provide for people through the work that you do. So to discount that work and that what it's helping people do is, I don't think that's fair.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
And if that diarrhea was coming in any other direction, any other timing, it could really sour the whole deal. So,
Yeah, but they had some sweet, sweet diarrhea.
love it. Okay, let's go to Prediction Town.
You want to take the train off since you were
Let's
briefing?
do
You
it.
want to go ahead and just
Yeah.
Okay.
Chugga, 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 choo, choo, chugga, 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 choo, choo, choo.
Everybody off at the studio train station. Okay, we know it's been picked up for season 2.
It's been picked up. I don't think they've started filming, so I'm guessing that Patty, which is Catherine O'Hara's character, rest in peace, will not be in season 2. And that makes me very sad, and I don't know how they're going to handle that.
They'll figure it out.
Maybe, I don't know if they'll be like, Patty died.
I think they have to address it.
They have to address it, so maybe that's
I
how
don't
it
know what they'll
opens.
do.
Wow. Yeah, I think they have to address it. I think there'll be a
address that.
funeral. And they'll be honoring her and do.
Yeah. I think I would predict that Matt Remick is going to meet somebody.
Ooh.
I think he's going to meet somebody, like, he's going to have a love interest and, like, kind of meet his match. Because he needs somebody that can hold their own with him, you know? Also somebody that makes him feel a little bit more confident, I think, because he's got a little confidence issue. So I think he's going to meet somebody.
Okay. I think we'll
I don't know if she'll
see.
be in the industry or not. That'll be interesting to see.
Ooh, yeah. I think we'll see the other side of some of these movies that are starting the process. So Kool-Aid Man, we'll see like that getting rolled out to go out to the audiences. The what's like Black Widow, but not Black Widow that Zoe Kravitz is in. I think we'll see that being released. So all of these films, the one by Ron Howard, which loved Ron Howard in this, I think we'll see them like being
so
rolled
great.
out, and the ups and downs of that, while also new things are coming to be developed. So we'll get to see some of those characters, but we'll also see new challenges. Maybe they do get bought by Amazon.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a challenge with the studio, and I don't know what it's going to be. If they aren't sold to Amazon, there's going to be something else that could bring that studio down. And it's wild to think that the party that Matt Remick threw is not what could bring that studio down, that's just like what's happening on a Tuesday. So it's going to be something bigger than that. So, and we're going to have a new character come in that is going to kind of really ruffle feathers.
I like it. Maybe the romantic interest.
Maybe. Ooh, that'd be tricky. Okay. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
You could always say, I'd like to thank the algorithm for feeding me this show. And I'd also like to thank Sal Saperstein. 5 stars.